It's week 5 of the National Football League, and all eyes are on Rashee Rice. He had a standout game 1 week ago with 3 touchdown catches. It's the Chiefs and the Broncos, and it comes your way next.
We've had a driving rainstorm make its way through the plains, and it definitely is going to be a factor here this afternoon at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line, and he returns this to the 22. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, my team.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. A first carry now. This is Williams. He takes this for 3 to the 29. You talk about this Chiefs defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Chiefs now under their veteran head coach, Andy Reid. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
last week's game.
Good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
Give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio's pretty good. He'll try to eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They go play action here on first down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this one's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. They'll start out here with the option left. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
This defense for the Chiefs, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. This is fielded at the 27.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards.
And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
16 more on that one and another 1st down.
He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ross. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Completes this to Addison out left. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Denver's offense now set to go.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. The drive will start with an option going left. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Holding. Offense.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they're able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for the running back to roam.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Ball on the 39. Here's second and a yard. They run it again with Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in first downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. With this squad, they're in position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a first down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and that'll make it third down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. On third down, here's Williams. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on fourth down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's Ethan Evans now. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And this will be taken at the 13. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And they will take over first and 10. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll roll, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down. And it's straight. It's Pacheco. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of block.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Logan Hall fighting through and dropping him for the sack.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now. And this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, what's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And it will be first and 10 as they take over. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They'll find Lindsey here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Chiefs' 44.
Back to throw here.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. As they've got it as we resume action. 2nd and 1. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. And a first down, Chiefs.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Justin Ross.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Butker on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
And Denver getting set to take the field. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams.
And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he gets this up past the 30.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
At the 31-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Lindsey. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
Now he'll try to run with this.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Back to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And they'll bring Judy in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. Looking to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Broncos. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Broncos have got it back to within a score.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Broncos 7.
Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He already with a couple of touchdown throws in this 1st half as his guys start 1st and 10.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
That ball caught. It's Rice.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 49-yard line.
A quick throw now complete to Ross. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
1st down, Kansas City.
They're going to look to throw.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. And the Broncos will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And coming out now, the Broncos.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
56 yards rushing for him now to this point. From the 46, here's second down and a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Second and a couple.
At the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
He finds his man, complete. That's Dawson. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Lindsey. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Back to throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Lindsey. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. It's caught on the right side, Williams. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And his kick here is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
This is caught by Addison.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. And the Patriots have the lead in the final stages before halftime. Tua Tagovailoa has thrown a touchdown pass.
From there, it's off to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Houston Texans. Anthony Richardson, sharp in the victory, as his guys bounce back from a tough start to the year to claim victory number 1. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Detroit Lions. Quentin Johnston, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
At the 23-yard line.
Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gets him a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So the completion good for just 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
That is caught. And he will have a Chiefs first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
They gave him the option there on 3rd and short, run or pass, you choose. And he decided to fling it out to the perimeter, and that was the right call as they pick up the first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Over the middle and complete to Addison.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Quickly to Addison here. He's got room at the 30.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 25-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can...
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down.
Now back to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Had to do a double take on that one, Brandon, because so far in this game, we haven't seen many of his passes fall incomplete.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Logan Hall
able
able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. He made his first attempt, this from 45. Butker's kick here is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half.
Off the option, here's Williams.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Out of the pistol, here's Williams.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
The 71 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll drop to throw.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Now we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
KC's offense ready to take over.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
He gets it to Addison.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Back to throw now on first down. And that'll be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Well, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that first down run.
He finds Ross right side. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback, and so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at him, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 15-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 7. This is caught. And the Chiefs are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. The deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock.
One of the tight ends comes in motion. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right.
Pacheco.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. That is caught by Rice for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Denver's offense ready to go again. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
They'll set up to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Back to throw here.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Touchdown!
Jerry Jeudy.
59 yards.
And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. That time a 6-play drive, and it ends with a Denver touchdown. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And bulldozing his way through. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Jordan Addison in the offense out for another drive. They have to like what they've gotten from him in this game.
Think about the accumulation of catches.
8.
The yards per catch now, because you're getting more than a first down every time he's touching the ball. This is the kind of game you want when you're able to throw it out wide.
Absolutely. Over 100 yards, has the 8 catches. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
At the 27-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Addison hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll set up a throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
He'll drop to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away. Changes what your play calls are going.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Isaiah Pacheco, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1 yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The football going back over to the Denver Broncos. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Man open left side, it's Williams. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9. at the 22-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
They'll look to throw here.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
The throw over the middle taken in. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. On play action, they'll throw. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Back to throw again. His throw incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to throw again.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
A gain of 4 yards. That's good for a Denver Broncos.
Williams. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This is a tough situation offensively because down 3 scores, the field goal kicker's not even going to come into play here. As an offensive play caller, though, you know you have to take chances. This is a time to get creative.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. Williams can't punch it in on 4th and goal. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 5-yard line.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
And it's 3rd down.
Now back to throw. That is caught. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another first down. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Here comes third and the length of the football.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. Now he's loose at the 40.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 35-yard line.
56 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
So the Broncos coming out now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. That's taken on the 25.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Chiefs, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
It's week 5 of the NFL. And at center stage, it's the Raiders' burner at wide receiver. He's coming off a nice performance, bringing in a pair of touchdowns. It's the Raiders and the Chargers, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 24.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And a look here at the veteran under center, their 7th-year quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the... maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver.
13 yards on the game's opening play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. On the draw, it's Pollard. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
He'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Chargers at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in off a disappointment last time out. That put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better 1 play here, 1 play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
This guy's proven himself to be one of the best in the NFL. He brings an added dimension to their offense with his ability to read defenses and know when he's able to pull it down and take off and go.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Larson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Up the middle they go. It's Larson. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Over the middle and complete to Wilson. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They try to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's 3rd and goal. He'll try again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are on the board first here in Vegas. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 7-0 game. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Roberts now on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Off play action. Roberts able to find his man, Kraft. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. 2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. Back to throw. Roberts. And that is incomplete here.
Well, he left no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there was no way that ball was going to be caught.
Roberts off the play fake. And this is going to be incomplete. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down. On now is the field goal team. Here's the Raiders. We'll try for 3. From the right hash. This from 45 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This taken in right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll run on 1st down. Larson. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, LA! A big play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun, Roberts. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Looking to throw. Roberts. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Taking it about the 16.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes.
That's sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
A 4th down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Caught by Cobb.
Well, hang on now, we're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Roberts. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he fires one incomplete.
You look at this Raiders defense.
They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way. And
he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man here is Gentry. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, a 22.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. On 1st down, Larson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Larson. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 15-yard line. They'll look to throw here. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver.
And it's 3rd and 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
So, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
This taken in at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Raiders offense ready to go. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ball game.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Now a throw here, hauled in. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
This to Jacobs on the toss right. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Chargers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expected miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Gonzalez. 33 yards that time.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now this going to be a quarterback draw. And shedding through the tackle. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. This will be caught just inside the 10. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. They're going to look to throw. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers continue to pull away here in this first half.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point try now from Dicker. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raiders heading out to take over. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Roberts.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick 6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
Dicker now to tack on the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Raiders now set to get the football back.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. Make him make someone miss in the open field.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's pulled in at the 32. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Chargers to take over. They were losers to Philadelphia a week ago. Now they find themselves in the lead as they start this drive. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
On play action, they'll throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Curry. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, there are several factors at play for why they face this deficit right now, Charles, but well, that's now 3 interceptions that he has thrown and just giving the football away pretty careless here in the opening half.
Yeah, I know that all of our parents taught us to share as youngsters, but in this game, you don't want to share with the other team. Keep it for yourself. Keep it for your team. Got to cut down on all of those throws, those errant passes, if they hope to get back into this game.
He finds Wilson.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That's good for 28 yards.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And they'll run again.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Chargers extend their lead yet again.
And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the route is on here in this first half.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Completes a short throw to Stocker.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's Rigoberto Sanchez on to punt. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime.
2nd and 2.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. He'll look to throw.
Short pass caught by the tight end, Gentry. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Short pass caught by the tight end, Gentry. So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. And it's the Patriots leading that one in the second quarter. Tua Tagovailoa has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, it's off to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Houston Texans. Anthony Richardson, sharp in the victory, as his guys bounce back from a tough start to the year to claim victory number 1. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Detroit Lions. Quentin Johnston, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
Now Roberts to throw on second down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Defense.
So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And his throw here's incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives him the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Roberts. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
A gain of 6 brings up 3rd and 3.
Looking to throw. Roberts working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Raiders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Jacobs. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Jacobs again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Raiders are able to claw one back. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. They'll run it with Jacobs. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on fourth and goal.
This defense continues to be good on third down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should fourth down be any different? True. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
Kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On second down, Spiller looking for space. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's third down.
They'll set up a throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion.
And the Raiders have got him. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Second and 15. Short pass caught by the tight end Gentry. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
A gain of 4, and it's third down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Hassan Reddick picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
44-yard punt, return of 9.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. They need 12 here. It's third down. Back to throw. Roberts. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field.
Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Larson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. They run the counter. It's Larson. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And it's fielded at the 34. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
Looking to throw. Roberts.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Now here's a throw that's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Back to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Sauce Gardner picks it off.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect him to do exactly that.
Extra point try now from Dicker.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. To throw is Roberts. Throwing after the interception. Over the middle, complete. That's Blake. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Operating from the gun. Roberts. Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
109 yards on the ground for him now with 4 touchdown runs tacked on.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Larson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll run on first down. Larson
on a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
On first down, it's Larson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Larson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now a give right side. Larson. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. On the draw, here's Cobb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Las Vegas.
And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll run on first down. Larson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
161 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gonzalez. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They run the counter. It's Larson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Larson.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd down, it's Larson, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
First down, Chargers.
Up the middle they go. Larson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
Now a 2nd and 10.
At the 16-yard line.
Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still 2nd down.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the stick, 2nd and 15. Now a handoff up the middle. Larson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
It's a gain of 13. So it brings up 3rd down.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Chargers, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1.
And they'll get another road date next week when they take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
It's week 5 of the National Football League, and we've got the Dolphins' versatile running back. He was terrific a week ago, well over 100 yards and several stops in the end zone. It's the Dolphins and the Jags on Sunday night.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. Good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's completion right there.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Operating from the gun, Jarrett. Complete to Jones. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
You look at this Jaguar defense.
Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Here's 3rd and a few inches.
Off the play fake, Jarrett.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
On 4th down, Jarrett. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
I don't know about you, but I'm going to give them a little bit of credit for fortitude there. 4th and inches, and they don't run the football. Normally, you just wedge your way through, fall forward, find the yardage. They took a shot and put it in the air, and it paid off.
Maybe they saw the defense overcommitting?
A lot of confidence there, though, because even if they overcommit, you just want to make sure you get the first down. You throw an incompletion on 4th down there, they're going to second-guess you the rest of the game.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5.
Patterson's kick is good.
And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags.
They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
He finds his man, complete. It's Holloway. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
From the 23, here's a 2nd and 4. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And he finds his target. It's Schultz. What a methodical drive. This is turning out to be that time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Touchdown, Jaguars! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Jaguars are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20.
So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Back to throw. Jarrett.
He'll dump this off to Achane.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne.
And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 42. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and
1. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Lawrence hit and the ball is free.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. So not just running into the punter, but roughing the punter.
And I'm struggling with this one. You know, you're watching it, partner. Is it more the first rather than the latter? This is a tough one. Almost feels like he felt like he had to call it on that play.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. From the shotgun, Lawrence.
This one complete to Christian Kirk. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
Boy, you know, some plays you can just sort of tell they're not going to work from the start, and that was one of them right there.
Yeah, I mean, he had every option taken away, and so all that was left for him to do was to try and keep it himself, but even he knew that he had nowhere to go.
And this one is right through.
So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Miami set to take over. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jarrett. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Back to throw. Jarrett.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now Lawrence. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. You talk about this Miami defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It was Myles Murphy who fired in and got him to the ground.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Draw play, ETN. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And this will be taken at the 13. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45, and it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jarrett finding his target. It's Trey McBride. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
Another Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Burks. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Burks. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Jarrett. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Jalen Waddle there. 3rd down here.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Looking to throw. Jarrett. He gets this one to Burks. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the 1st half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
On 1st down, Jarrett. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Trey McBride, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point.
will put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it was capped off by a touchdown reception from Trey McBride. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And this one too low.
Personally, I think they've got to go somewhere else with the football. They've got to bracket it out there in double coverage. Makes it hard to fit it in time after time.
It would have had to have been an absolutely perfect pass and not good enough.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
They'll run with ETN.
And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there.
And he'll work down inside the 45. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium.
2nd down and 6 now. Now Lawrence.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33.
Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
But that was well defended. And as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
3rd and 3. Another tote for ETN.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up.
We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
Doug Peterson going to roll the dice here. They will go for it on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Burks, the 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. And boy, before the drive even starts, here's a timeout. Wow.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Quick slant caught by Kirk.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
Lawrence will throw.
And this is going to be incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
Lawrence on 3rd down.
And that is incomplete.
Anytime someone tells me the fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
This is one of the dangers of going for the punt block.
And you know before you even call going for the block, it's a risk-reward play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, and you know punters, what they do? They leave their leg up in the air an extra count or two, hoping someone comes into contact.
They run the counter. Graham, and he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Lawrence to throw.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar first.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
On 1st down, Lawrence. And one more time, here's Kirk.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throw left side complete. That's Holloway. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. That one behind his receiver and incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence.
And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here's Lawrence.
And this is going to be incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
4th down. Here's Lawrence.
A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down, and the Dolphins defense is able to hold.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more, and, you know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
On 1st and 10, Jarrett.
Now he's loose at the 40.
And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. It delivers a big play here for this offense.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jarrett. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly, but, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Anthony Richardson, sharp in the victory, as his guys bounce back from a tough start to the year to claim victory number 1. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Detroit Lions. Quentin Johnston, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. And finally, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. It's a tied football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a 1st down. They run the counter. Graham. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Graham. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Here is 3rd and 5. Now Lawrence to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but he does bring up 4th down.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield or man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
From the 41, here's second down and 3.
Brings up second and 3.
They'll look to throw again.
He finds Pickens over the middle.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 39. A gain there of 21 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll try the left side. Burks. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
Holding offense.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Back to throw. Jarrett. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
On play action, Lawrence
On the move to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Well, he was looking at a dime formation, 6 defensive backs on the field. So he's looking for anyone to throw the football to, but he didn't have anyone open, so he took off and ran for it, but he came up just short, and that brings up 4th down.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain, or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
On 2nd down now, Burks. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Jarrett working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 6. On 1st down, Burks. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
To throw on 2nd down, Jarrett.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars getting set to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
And the Jaguar 1st down.
On the ground with a tight end. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. Graham. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. This is taken at about the 14. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Got an open man, it's Pickens.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. On 2nd down, Burks. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Dolphins on 3rd down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Burks.
And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll run on 1st down. Burks. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
And they'll send Pickens in motion right here. He's going to get it on the jet sweep.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
42 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On first down, Burks. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Back to throw. Jarrett.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 42. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again.
Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Burks. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
It's 2nd and inches.
Looking to throw. Jarrett. Touchdown Dolphins.
Jalen Waddle
With career touchdown number 96, he joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list.
And the Dolphins have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
A really well-executed fade route offers little risk for the offense. If you throw it to the outside where only the receiver can get it, it's either a touchdown or an incompletion, but no big play for the defense.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes it a 17-10 score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Holding, receiving team.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
2nd down and 8. Now Lawrence.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
ETN up the middle.
Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And the Jaguars send out their punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. A nice little juke. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Jalen Waddle running out, and that means that the Dolphins ready for another drive on offense.
Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, you're a former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yes.
Especially with the touchdown.
Yes, you're exactly right. The way he capped it off, so you feel that on the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of plays, so let's make sure that we don't let him get going again.
Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
He gets this one to Burks. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury.
We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Dolphins have got it. It would have been a long field goal, but fake doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
I remember being taught that cliches have become so for a reason. A lot of times they're true, right? What's that they used to tell us about letting sleeping dogs lie? But this one wasn't sleeping, maybe it was just slumbering a little bit. But taking that gamble there, you've got the lead. You may have ignited them now if they stopped you.
That's exactly right. If you take the points here, you don't shift momentum necessarily on that play. You probably just will. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A 14-yard 1st down pickup for the Jaguars. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone, and that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it.
That is an unforced error there that takes away what could have been a touchdown.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And his kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Burks. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
64 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick, and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now they show jet sweep it instead, or run up the middle here. And a pretty quick burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 19. He's been the go-to guy, and they needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or did they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Miami, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.